Okay, I'll start. Good evening, good afternoon, everybody. It's my honor to be presenting our team's product to you guys, which is the Smart Family Calendar. Our team is led by our team leader, Wang Chen and Chen Zhu, and also team member Chen Meng and myself, Ya-Wei. So before going into the details of the product, I want to first introduce you guys to a perfectly normal family of four, the Jonas's family. So can we move to the next slide? Thank you. So let's just quickly meet the Johnson family. Parents, Sarah and James, they both work full-time. They have two kids, Lily and Max. Lily and Max are in two different schools. They have extra school, extra activities like dance, soccer, piano activities, and they have like ever-changing rotation carpool schedules. It's just like every normal family, they have a lot to deal with. They don't feel like they're super disorganized. They're just feeling overloaded constantly. They feel like it should not be this hard to stay in sync, especially as a family. So let's take a deeper look at a just a normal week in Jonathan's family's week. So they have two kids. So they have school emails coming to one inbox. Max soccer game updates via group text. Lily's dentist reminder is on a piece of paper. And both kids got birthday invites that lives on WhatsApp. So information are coming in from all different channels. And like all the families, they have to deal with a lot. Lily needs to attend a birthday party on this coming Saturday, while at the same time, Max needs to be in his piano practice. And they often drop balls. Last week, they missed Lily's recital, and the week before, they double booked for a family event and a dentist appointment. Sarah tries to capture all the information in Google Calendar while James still sticks to his Outlook because that's where all his work meetings live. So they also like use a share notes for all the additional information like birthday party gifts. So as you can see, they have already a ton of tools and apps currently being used. But the truth is, this family doesn't really need another app. What they need is a calendar that actually can think with them, can make sense of the noise. So let's reimagine what we could potentially help this family with AI. What if their calendar could actually understand their lives? What if the calendar can actually summarize the scattered information, capture the conflicts ahead of time? Maybe the calendar can take voice comments and just keep everybody on the same page. That's the promise of the generative AI in this product. So I'm going to hand it over to Wang Chen for more product details that we are going to present.
Hi, thank you. So this slide I'm gonna talk about like our business goal. So we imagine this app will be like used by like all people in each family who need to participate like in different activities. So that's our users. And then secondly, I'm gonna our pain points like not our pain points, sorry. So currently the people a lot of families pain points are like first like they need to manually create events from various channels and some personal plans. So like the channels like Yahweh talked about like email or from like other apps. And then secondly the pain point is like those families need to plan or decide accordingly based on the future events, like which include like multiple people from like across different families. And then thirdly, oftentimes it requires much coordination with related people, also like across families. And then so we propose a solution we propose a solution which is an app, and then the app's functionalities like include automatically put all it can automatically put all events in shared calendars from different channels, like for example like chat, emails, and the school websites, which will do like in the next step though, and etc. And then it also allowed voice input, so like you can basically like press the button and then you can just say what you need, and then it will create events accordingly. And then also, and then I can automatically create a feasible scheduling plan for individuals based on the dynamic traffic the conditions, which will be the next steps as well. Because like currently we don't have like a location enabled as at this point. And then provide suggestions in case of conflicts, and generate a summary of the schedules for a user designated period, which like basically all the orange parts like are for next steps. Currently, I created a summary of like all the events throughout all years. And then the last but not least, so we also can enable family members can coordinate schedules and share locations. And so yeah, so this slide is about like how we can reach out the solution. And then which this slide is actually mostly put together by Chen Zhuo, sorry, Meng Chen. And so so it's a iOS like and also or like Android or web across platform tool, and it's also it's a cloud-based application to automatically help family organize their schedules and resolve conflicts. And it's easy to use for all family members, for example like parents, kids, grandparents, whatever. And then here are a couple of screenshots from the app. And then the first one, so like you can see from the screenshots that on the bottom of here, it has like four major tabs. The first one is the calendar. So you can, when you click on it, and you can see all the events here with like, for like just like basically like how it looks on the Google Calendar. And then the second tab is like a which has the AI feature, which it will provide you the summary that I mentioned earlier, and then also give you some insights. Insights basically can have like a, so like give you suggestions or like tell you like the conflicts that you might have, and then yeah, stuff like that. And then yeah, so like this is the insight, and then here is like the voice input. So basically you can just click on the voice and then just say whatever you need to do here, like for example like so like you can say like I'll create a basketball game on August 10th at 5 o'clock. And then after you say that, and the calendar will automatically create the event like in the first tab, which is the calendar part. And then the fourth tab, which is the family, basically is the account management page. So you can look at all the like related people in the under account. And then also like how many number of events. So it also has like you can see like different people has different permissions. So yeah, so it's basically a summary, and it has all like all user profiles as well. And here's a demo that I'm just gonna get. Or you wanna present?
Yes, I got to do it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is essentially just like a brief demo. So I recorded before. Essentially, that's showing how we utilize the voice input to do the schedule on the calendars. And also you see kind of things. We still can use the chat, have some kind of agentic AI framework there, because essentially if you try to chat, use a text input, they can normalize as a chat GPT. But at the same time, if you want to add the calendar there, they will do that for you. So here I added something, but I forgot what's the date. So I was searching around for what's a schedule I put there, but I finally find it. So that's great. So this is a recording of what I did before. Let me share the real-time demos. Okay. Okay. Let me reshare the screen. Where? Okay. Come on. I don't know. What?
You need to reshare.
Yeah, I need to reshare it because it's in different
A
screen.
different desktop, right?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I got it. I have to find it. Okay, sorry. So here we go. So can you see my screen here?
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially this is the live demo here. So in the architecture, I will talk about a little bit. So we have both front end and back end. So that's essentially the cloud-based applications. So this is a front end, essentially TypeScripts using Node.js to build up this front end. And the back end, you all see there's logins here. So on the top right, this is essentially it's API. API corresponding to the left-hand side, you see all those APIs. I built this based on the either created a calendar, created the database of our family members, or utilize different ways to route the OpenAI service here. On the right corner side here, essentially that's the logging system for refreshing the app. So you see I'm refreshing the app. So you see that what's going on here. So, okay, no question so far. Okay, so essentially this is a demo here is showing you what's going on here. So as Wang Chen mentioned that we have 4 tabs here, 4 pages here, I'll call it. Calendar, AI, chat, and the family. So that's still backend is refreshing because one of the things OpenAI have some. I use that ChatGPT, OpenAI service. Sometimes the speed is not as desired. So as you see, okay. So for the first page, you actually see just like a general functionality of the calendar. You see all the time, right? So you see the monthly view, weekly views have all the stuff you are inputting. You click the which date, they are showing what's going on there. And then sometimes you see this one, I created lots of different kinds of things there. So sometimes there are exactly same overlaps. But this is just one functionality from the page 1. That's calendar page. Second functionality is, I think I mentioned that essentially it's generative AI framework. That's actually to summarize all the events from your calendars from this part. So you see, oh God, I should not do this. But anyway, they are in the backend refreshing now. So essentially they tell you how many events have, what kind of events, like school, work, or social, or others. And also they will tell you something like in common, like especially you said there's lots of events actually around the dinner time. So which means you might pay attention to that. Then tell you what's the most busy days, like see, okay, July 23rd, we have 4 events, but July 25th, they have 7. That's a lot. And another thing, I think the most important thing for us is the conflicts, because we want to schedule our family member have really harmonized schedule around the family household, right? That's where the conflicts we identify. So then just like some kind of key observations, then give you some sense of statistics on the bottom. For the inside part, essentially that's tell you what the conflicts are. Those conflicts are, so not only just tell you conflicts, but give you some kind of alternative like suggestions, what you should do with that, how do we build that. And also, if you don't like it, we can do regenerate. So to see what's going on there, right? Yeah, so it's regenerating a new one. Hopefully they give us different ones, but I don't know. Essentially, this is a framework, essentially just utilize the generative AI framework. So just like you have prompting, go to the logic about service, then give you results. And another thing, that's chat part. I think that's one of the things in this functionality is because we might have lots of the calendar information from different variety of sources, right? You have ICS file sent with your email. You can import a calendar too. But on the go, you probably don't have some time to type in, right? We can still type in here to see what's going on, right? If I type the hello, it will give you something. You tell your assistant, email, calendar assistant. But the same thing, but to keep the input simple, especially I think we mentioned that our user also include the kids and grandmas. Grandmas probably don't see this tiny keyboard or input here, but you use the voice as input. That's great for that's going to be great for them, right? Let me demo that for you. Okay, so just click that, then tap create the dinner at 10 o'clock in August 31st at Elon Musk house. All right. So then we recorded that, then send it to the agentic frame pipeline to create that. But this one didn't pick up all the information, but we'll see what's anything there in details. But that's August 31st. That time is correct. Okay, they pick it up at Elon Musk's house, the location. That's nice. And yeah, I think that's dinner. So okay, yeah. So that's the basic functionality. Create those create the calendar. It's user friendly and easy. At the same time, if we want to delete that, we can do that. So that's going to be gone, right? So 31st, there's nothing there anymore. You see the refreshing all the APIs in the backend. All right. So last part is family. Family is pretty simple tab. Essentially, just like okay, who's your family members, like a basic statistics. And currently I'm the owner of there. I mean, unfortunately, of the Johnson family, but that's gonna be looks like. And you can add the family information. You can add family members, whatever you want, and also select the whether or not just a normal member or parents, child. I gave the some kind of like because one of the things that you noted that's here is conflicts, right? So the insights tell the conflicts. So actually, in the backend I gave the parents have the higher priority than kids, but depends. We can adjustify that because depends on you know, what you want. Maybe your kids the activity is more important than yours. Yeah. So that's essentially it's a live demo about this. Any questions?
Awesome. You can sell it.
Finger crossed. I don't know. All right, so let me share my back to the screen to talk about like the architecture about this. Okay, go. Oh, sorry.
You want me to share slides?
Yeah, the share slides. I think I can get access to it. Just I think I closed it before. Yeah, sorry for that.
I can, yeah.
Oh, you can share. Okay, that's good. Okay, all right. You might go. Yeah, that's one. Okay. So with all the great, I mean, information were provided before, this actually is a 16-hour project. So our 16-hour products is essentially purely POC. Lots of things we promised in the introduction is not really in our product, final product, but this is just to give you some sense what exactly the framework looks like. Okay, currently it's cloud-based application. So I mentioned you guys before, it's front end, back end. And I personally, I've optimized as a local application. So use smaller models instead of use OpenAI APIs because the processing for a task in this app it's simple. So we can use a small model, maybe just wrapped in the application. For the front end, it's essentially Node.js and TypeScript, and I use distributed npx expo to create this front end. For the backend, it's essentially Python OpenAI service as well as fast API. So you see on the left hand side, I have all the APIs there. And one of the things we were thinking about the privacy before, but I think that all the information, I mean, not all the information current, but the family names is masked with UID, but we want to actually mask all the information because those information, I mean, schedule information will sent to the OpenAI. Probably that's ideal. So that's why I think maybe localization of this app is a better way for protecting the privacy of our customers. So I mentioned that they have the four major components. The calendar management, that's first one. The generative AI powered summary and insights, and agentic assisted events creations. And the last part is family members management. Next slide, please. So yes, we already go through this one. I just briefly talked about this calendar. Too quick. Yeah, just recap a little bit. Probably this is the. Do you want me to go back one slide?
Here.
One slide. Yes. I just recapped 2 slides of this. So essentially, I think those are the 2 major pages have the most important things. One is the summary, another one is the insights, right? So essentially, I think you saw what's the speed of analyzing it, it's not ideal. It's kind of like a slow, but it's still less. I think it's still like less than 10 seconds, maybe acceptable or not. And also that's including summary and insights. The workflow is pretty simple. Essentially, we have the SQL database, have all the information catalog for our team members. Sorry, not team members, family members. Then they just query all the stuff, then get the information, get the where identify where's the conflicts are, how we solve that, or make some suggestions. For the next one, please. For the next one, just to recap, one of the things is essentially scheduler event via text or voice, right? And the model behind things, I have 2 models. One is audio model, actually whisper. So that's actually capture audio inputs, speech to text, then putting the GPT-04 MIDI. And originally, we would like to implement the MCP. So because remember that when you try to create a calendar, for example, on the screen it says basketball game at August 10th at 5 o'clock, right? But one of the things we might, the MCP here, I was really thought can be, okay, how about the weather? Let's check the weather, right? If we go to outdoors, outdoor court, we need to check weather. And also, if we can have the locations, we can calculate how long we're going to go there. So kind of make the suggestions when we should go, or make suggestions on the created calendars. So, but for now, all functions are API. So unfortunately, but this is the POC. We would like to, we probably can improve it in the future if we really want to sell it. So then workflow here is just like chat voice input, just a pretty straightforward. Next one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can skip this one. And then next one. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Now it's time for Chenduo.
Hey, thank you, Jamal. Let's take a look at our next steps. There are 3 main areas: user feedback, technical development, and feature enhancement. For user feedback, and we plan to collect the feedback and the usability metrics, things like task success rate, error rate, time on task, and overall satisfaction. From there, we'll focus on improving onboarding, ensure clear instructions and a smooth setup experience for new users. Next is our technical roadmap. We will focus on performance optimization by improving API response times, mobile responsiveness, and NLP inference speed to support real-time interactions. In addition, we will strengthen the data security and privacy, implementing counter-level authentication, encrypted event storage, and role-based family access controls. The third area is expanding core features. We are building smart reminders and learn from the user behavior and adjust based on traffic conditions, including clock-based alerts, making the alerts timely and personalized. Second, we will integrate weather data and real-time location mapping using third-party API to improve the accuracy for planning. Also, we will enable a broader third-party calendar sync, not only support Google and Outlook, but also extending to other platforms and formats where possible, including passing events from apps like WhatsApp. Together, these steps move us closer to a smarter, more adaptive calendar tool for family use. So next slide, please. As we will develop this initial version and started thinking through what come next, a few common questions may come up. Things like how is this different from Google Calendars? What does the AI actually do when there's a scheduling conflict? What happens if multiple people try to edit the same event? Does the app work offline? How is my family data protected, right? So some of these we already have some answer for, and others may take more time to address. We welcome any questions. Your input will help us consider more scenarios and guide future improvements. Before I wrap up, I want to thank you for my awesome teammates, especially Chen Meng. He did incredible work and made this project possible. Also, special thanks to Huang Su for his valuable comments and for coordinating our meetings. Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, same here. Like special, like really special thanks to Chen Meng. Yeah, we should give you a big round of applause for your great, amazing work. Thank you.
Teamwork.
Wow. It is really great. It's the best work I have ever seen. So great. I have no question. So you basically have listed all the questions I want to ask here, or you have already addressed them. So any questions from the audience? I think you should really consider wrap it up and put it on App Store.
App Store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's yeah. I'm really happy it's the outcome for now. Yeah, I think it's a great experience use the cursor
The
cursor.
only
Yeah.
problem is how the customer are going to pay for it. So do you want to put it as a subscription-based app? Or do you
Monthly.
like, right, I think that makes more sense, right? So you can provide like the API cost, so they do not need to deal with this. But you know that they cannot overuse their API calls.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, I think to sell this item, I think the major challenge is the marketing, right? So when you put in App Store, nobody know we have this product.
Yeah. So
So we can have some test users. So this is like a kind of we do something and we want to sell this to individual like people, individual family.
Mhm.
So this is definitely one way, right, to think about, okay, to put in the App Store. But another way, we
Mhm.
think about to sell this to some SaaS company, right? So it's like a Google kind of, for example, they already have some products, but they want to add additional function. So they
Mhm.
just add the technical part, or okay, we can sell to them. That's another way to think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one of the things for the App Store, I heard some kind of like a discussions or news people are use influencer to, for example, the one of called a calorie AI. So essentially, they gotta have a bunch of the gym nerds or like physic. I don't know what's the exact words, but anyway, so they use influencer to help them sell the application. But yeah, for the SaaS, yeah, I think that's gonna be lots of need to improve, especially security.
yeah, it's a totally different story
Yeah.
to to sell it, to really sell it. Yes,
Mhm.
great. So I'm really shocked by the quality of the product. So, and you have done it in such a short time scale. So I'm really impressed.
Yeah, Chen Meng did all of it.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. I think you have all done a great job. Uh,